Hey everybody, my name is Jay. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been on the carnivore diet for 8 out of the past 10 months and I've lost about 70 pounds during that time. I did a video a couple weeks ago where I was shopping at Costco and I looked at a cut of meat called top sirloin cap. I'd never heard of it before and I passed it up, but several readers commented and mentioned how good it is, how economical it is, and that actually top sirloin cap is a cut of meat called Picanya in Portuguese, in Brazil. I've had it before in Brazilian restaurants and I love it too. So I'm gonna buy some today and figure out how best to cook and serve it. I'm gonna take you along for the ride. So it's about 11 o'clock here in Connecticut. The Costco parking lot is not that crowded. This is a good time to come. The morning rush is over and the lunch rush hasn't started yet. Otherwise the store is just impossibly crowded. All right, I'm in the store and I'm making a beeline to the meat department. Chicken, rotisserie chicken. We've got some fish. They don't have a lot of meat. I hope they have it in today. Loin top sirloin cap. That's it. And it's $6.99 a pound. I'm gonna get a smaller one so that if I screw it up, it's not the end of the world. That one's $44. It's 6 pounds, $6.99. Seems like a lot of money, but really, compared to steak, it's not that bad. I just thought it would be thicker. So I might as well settle on this top sirloin cap that is 5.7 pounds, $40. Again, if it doesn't work out, I'm not losing too much money, but it'll be edible, even if I don't do a good job with it. Oh look, I ended up in the bakery department. Carnivore in the bakery department. I walked over here because it was less crowded, but certainly nothing I want in this area. Yeah, so let's buy this thing, get it home, and I will see you in a little while. So I've taken my picanha out of the wrapper, and unfortunately, there were 2 of them in there. The reason I'm not happy about that is I thought I had a nice thick one, and it's 2 very thin ones. I was gonna cut these into steaks. I don't know if there's enough meat on there to do that. May have to roast them instead. I mean, this must be cut from the very end or something, because it's really not much meat, mostly fat, which of course is fine by me. I could probably get a couple steaks from this part, and here too. I'm gonna cut a few thin steaks from this, and the rest of it I may just roast. I'm gonna go out for a hike a little bit later, and I'll eat the steak while I'm on the road. I'll include that in this video. So I've put one of the picanhas away in the freezer to roast, and I'm gonna cut this one up. We want to cut across the grain, which to me looks like it would be this way. All right, so we got this little end piece here. That'll be a nice little morsel to throw on the grill. And I'm going to cut them really thin. 1/2 inch is plenty. This isn't a roast that you want to cut into meal-sized steaks, each steak being a pound. Better to cut it maybe 1/2 inch thick and cook them on a lower temperature, but quickly. In Brazilian restaurants, they put this meat on skewers and they roast it very slowly over a very hot flame. They add too much salt for my taste. I don't love salt, and they like the meat well done. It's very hard to get a good piece of rare meat. But you can see this is a nice little piece of steak. It's got some marbling. It's got this beautiful fat on the top. Picanha, to me, is one of the tastiest cuts of beef. It really has that concentrated beef taste more than any other cut I've had. I've had grass-fed picanha, and it tastes wonderful. It's tastes like it's almost like you can taste the grass that the cows have eaten. Taste the sun, taste the bugs, taste all the berries, everything that a cow eats if it's pastured in a field. How this Costco one's going to taste, I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be okay. See, it's like a third fat and 2/3 beef, which is fine by me. And strangely, I've gotten all the way to the end of it, and there's still a lot of meat. I mean, I'm happy to grill this thing. So my concern about it being too thin is not borne out. This is going to be really good. So now I've cut up both of my picanhas, and it looks like I've got 5 or 6 days worth of meat. That roast weighed 5.73 pounds for $6.99 a pound. It was a little over $40. I should have enough meat for at least 5 meals here. I'm going to divide it up now. People have asked, how do I divide up my food and store it? So I'm going to show you now. All right, I'm going to first of all put enough of these in for today's lunch. I'm going to take this fatty one. I'm going to go hiking this afternoon, and I'm actually going to cook this on the road, either before or after my hike. And of course, I'll do my taste test then. But my method for storing food is very simple. I just put it into Ziploc bags. Each bag contains 1 meal, and then I throw them in the freezer. Now, if I had a scale, it would be more precise, but I go by instinct here. I'll take it out of the freezer to thaw a couple days before I'm ready to eat it. That way, my fridge always has a couple of meals ready to go. So I've washed all the blood off my hands, so they're clean now, and I won't get it on the outside of these bags. Zip each bag up. So now I've got 5 bags of meat, 4 for the freezer and 1 for lunch today. So you can see I've got a lot of meat in my freezer already. I don't think these I will put in there. If you've noticed any non-carnivore food, I do have a big house and I have a couple roommates, so that's not mine. That was really easy cutting my picanha up. So I'm gonna head out with my lunch. I'm gonna go out hiking, and then I'm gonna cook it while I'm out on the road. I'll show you my cooking setup and let you know how the picanha actually tastes. So I've got my steak in my portable car fridge. I got so sick of eating out at restaurants and trying to find good carnivore food, not being successful, having to eat something that wasn't quite what I wanted to eat. I like much better being able to cook myself on the road. So I'm going to use my Coleman butane stove. So that's going now. So I got the stove going. And now, time to put the meat on. It's all sliced up already. All I have to do is cook it. I'm not going to put any oil or anything in there. If I had some beef tallow, I might put some of that in. But these are already pretty fatty, so I think they're going to be fine. They'll make enough fat will render from them that they're not going to stick. So I'm going to cook these for about 3 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other. They're pretty thin. By then they should be medium rare, just the way I like them. I almost forgot my salt. Can't do that. Oh, let's see how these are doing. Ah, that looks good. Perfect. Anytime I've ever had this cut of beef in a Brazilian restaurant, it's always too salty and too overcooked for my taste. I like my meat medium rare. Even rare if it's a good cut of steak. And you'll be hard pressed to get a piece of meat in Brazil that isn't well done. They love to cook their beef there. I'm going to take one of these pieces off and see if it's ready yet. Oh yeah, that's good. There's a couple thicker pieces here that I'm going to let cook longer. That should be good. And that should be good. All right. And now the big moment, the taste test. Perfect. It's actually quite tender, not hard to chew at all, and very, very flavorful. So I've poured all the juices on it. the beef itself is releasing all its juices. It looks really good. It's hard to believe that it's only $6.99 a pound, and I'm enjoying this as much as I would enjoy a good ribeye or porterhouse steak. I can't recommend this cut enough. Get to the Costco in your area and buy the sirloin top cap Picanya beef. It's really, really good. So each piece of meat has this little layer of fat on top. See there? It's like half an inch thick. It's wonderful. It's juicy, it's soft, and it just tastes divine. That beefy taste, the taste of the fat, this is really good. I love this cut of beef, and I'm going to be eating a lot more, especially for the price. So YouTube has been trying to get me to do some kind of group feature on my channel where people pay a monthly fee and I offer them something of value in addition to just my videos. I don't quite know what I can do. I'm giving it some thought, but they also put a super thanks button on my channel, and any donations anyone wants to make commensurate to the value of these videos, if you find that you're getting value out of them, would be very much appreciated. If you like this video, if you got something out of it, also please hit the like button. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm, helps me to get the carnivore message out there, let people know about this diet, the benefits, and how it can help them. If you want more info on the carnivore diet, hit subscribe. I publish a video about once a week. I appreciate you watching this video and all the supportive comments I've been getting lately. I'll be putting up another video soon. See you in the next one. Take care.